have to start every message with the code word. I saw the tank on the road, and the road is near the house. I guess I have to communicate something like that. No, another mistake. I need to focus more and think less. Well, that makes no sense. They are asking me to find a map of the defensive line. There is one in my father's study. That raven is making a big fuss. Maybe it's the same raven that killed that poor sparrow. That's it. Hopefully the image comes out clearly. I hate bullying, yet it seemed as if the raven wanted to bring the little bird back to life. Maybe only so it can kill it again. A photograph is both the present and the past, like a dead body. I don't know what I'm expecting. Maybe it's silly to think you can capture the soul of someone who has died. Her face can't tell me anything anymore. I know that, really. Her lack of expression scares me. I don't even know whether to keep this blank photo with me or just throw it away. The print should be fine like this. You can see detail clearly. According to Nanny, this was an old windmill. It has been abandoned for as long as I can remember, and it has always given me the creeps. There we go. The photo is where they requested. I have placed the photo where requested, so I need to find the right words to communicate it. Oh, and of course, I need to remember the code word. They have worked out the position of the tank. I should confirm that I've understood their message with received. Maybe there's a better way to put it. There's a weapons cache in the woods. In my woods. Okay, I will search for it. Let's respond received again. I'll add over at the end to make it clear that I have finished. I'll add over at the end to make it clear that I have finished. I'll add over at the end to make it clear that I have finished. I'll add over at the end to make it clear that I have finished. No, something's wrong. Better try again. Okay, so after I've been there, I will place a flag on the telephone pole near the house. They will then know that I have accomplished the task. Easy peasy. Here are the graves. I should wait for a foggy dawn before I photograph them. This will increase the presence of spirits. What is this place? This never used to be here. Oh, it's closed from the inside. How can I get in? used to take me fishing in it many years ago. I don't understand why Mother never wanted me and Martha to use it. This old culvert used to be covered in bushes. Someone must have worked in it recently. Tunnel? Here? It wasn't there when I was younger, I'm sure of it. There's been a whole world underneath us this whole time. When was this place built? I didn't know it even existed. This place gives me the creeps. Paintings here too. This looks like something important. I think if Mummy were here to see them, she would take them straight home. This must be a dormitory, but no one is here. Who knows why? Dear Brunhilde, the heat here is killing me. We have been trapped inside the tunnel. It seems that Command are preparing for something big, but they are not telling us what. The other day we went out on patrol and accidentally shot a young girl. I will carry the weight of this guilt for the rest of my life. I love you always. The hope of seeing you again is what keeps me going. T. The soldier who shot me, he thinks I'm dead. I don't feel any resentment. We are all hurting so much. I will hang this on top of the pole next to my house. That will confirm these tunnels are in the area. My mission will then be complete. This telephone doesn't work. Oh, it's probably because I cut that line. Finally an exit. It looks like I'm back in the woods near the house. I will pull the gate closed so nobody notices that someone was here, but it will remain unlocked. have done everything they asked of me. That's the end of it. That's the end of it. I hope I made the right choice. Dress. It's made from the same fabric I found a shred of next to the lake. In fact, it is torn. It must be my mother's. My goodness. I started to suspect that Mummy could have been involved in Martha's murder. Lost in these thoughts, hours passed, and I completely forgot about the funeral. When I realized it was evening, they were already carrying the coffin towards the cemetery. She never loved me, I knew that well. But I would never have believed that. Had it been her? I struggled to believe it, but it made so much sense. At the lake, she must have thought Martha was me because she was convinced that I was dead. When the funeral ended, I felt an irresistible urge to play. I loved music. I started playing without thinking about the possible consequences. I didn't care anymore. I needed to feel alive, to exist again.
What's going on here? Julia? Is that you? No, it's not possible. Martha's never played. She's deaf, yet no. This is madness. My God. So, Martha? I understand now. You can get all of the attention, right? You were jealous, weren't you? Because she was a wonderful girl and you're just a useless little slut. How did you manage to convince her? I get it now. But she talked to me. No, it doesn't make sense. I will have you locked up in an asylum. You hear? That's enough. You will pay for what you've done, you cursed lunatic. They will torture you to reveal the monsters in your head.
Her words were as sharp as blades. I tried to tell her that it wasn't me. I showed her the photos I developed that proved my innocence. But she grew all the more angry, calling me crazy, and then she began to hit me with everything she had at hand. I closed my eyes as more darkness began to take over in me. Memories came flooding back. Not memories of actual past events, but more so of feelings I had when I was little. They were scary. They were the fears of a little girl. Despite what had happened, I went walking in the woods early the next morning to meet the lady. The evening before, my father had tried desperately to console me.
Talk to me, Julia. You know I love you. I just want to understand what happened. I am happy you are alive. Even if we have lost Mother, your mother was just in shock. She didn't want to hurt you.
I don't know what I'm hoping to find, but what else can I do? I will hopefully see if one of these graves is hiding something. I hope that the infrared film will show me. The yellow filter. If it were to snow, it would be perfect. The green filter. Useful for landscapes. What is this, a joke? Maybe someone wrote on the film? Also, what does that even mean? Light, like divine light? Something to do with religion, maybe? There's the grave I've been searching for, the spirit of a prisoner. Just like the White Lady, he's trapped in this world, but they can no longer meet one another. Evil is separating them. If I wear this, it should allow me to make contact with her. With this object, she'll have to hear me, I have no doubt. I'm missing the element that connects my world to that of the White Lady. Oh, the lake. Of course. Why didn't I think of it sooner? The dress that I threw in the bushes that cursed day. It's been sitting beside the lake for a few days now, in a world that is both mine and hers. Here it is. I hope it works. Now that I have everything I need to communicate with the lady, I can finally go to the island. This is the tree the lover was hung from, according to the legend. A roll of film. It's the one that I was taking out of the camera just before I discovered Martha's body. It should contain shots from before that moment. With a bit of luck, one of the shots has captured the moment of Martha's murder. I will then finally have an answer. Was it really Mummy? I will develop it as soon as I can, but now it's time to speak with the White Lady. I will wear her lover's cross to draw her to me. A lock of my hair to enter into her world. I will use the tarot cards to communicate with her. The first 10 will be used like I did with Nanny. Once 2 cards have been chosen, it should begin.
You camouflage yourself in the woods to approach me. You blend in with the water to make yourself known. You wish to communicate with me through the energy of symbols. You use my pain to summon me. You are very bold. You call upon me for knowledge that I do not possess. For answers I do not have. I am only a vessel, like water, like air, a vessel to move and breathe.
It worked. Now I need to choose 2 cards. Here we go.
I can sense that you want to know who did it, but I do not have the answer. You must find it yourself. Do not ever try to enter through the front door if you wish to reach the heart. Your twin sister might have the answer you are looking for. Even after death, we leave traces of ourselves, don't we? Everything is indefinite if you look at the essence of things. You will no longer be able to tell light from darkness. In sorrow, the difference is so subtle. You are alone, and you will remain alone. Memories are abandoning you. They are your only true companions. Now they take the place of your happy childhood. And they may return to keep you company. The daughter the house, the mother. The daughter comes from the mother's house, then makes herself a home and becomes a mother. This cycle is broken. To undo the knot, find the sun. He is the original sin reflected on you. The one who gave you the light wishes to take it back. She wants control. Bit by bit, she is crumbling your life. You have to stop her. You do not have control of yourself. There is a dark figure inside you. The wounds are feeding it. It will do things you do not like. It will use your desires, your guilt, the darkest parts of your conscience. Part of our soul embraces the people we love. It is then torn away from us when these people disappear. The wound is deep and it cannot heal. Faith vacillates. Death causes fear. But the church is a safe place. It is home and mother to its children. Faith is the light. Do not lose it. Finding it again is almost impossible. I lost it in sorrow, and without time, I am lost in the dark.
Speaking with the White Lady confused me even more, but at least now I have this key. July 16th. Dear Sister, I entrust my secrets to this letter. If you are reading it, things have gone as I thought they might, and I am no longer there with you. First of all, I am not deaf, and I never was. Mother scared me when we were little, so I decided not to speak or listen anymore. It worked. In fact, Mother began to love me. They also found a scientific explanation for my deafness. Neurological damage caused by excessive pressure exerted by the twin during pregnancy progressively led to hearing loss. And like that, my decision was also transformed into a fault of yours. So I must put it right. Do I have any other secrets? Unfortunately, yes, but a letter is too cold for such matters. Now that you know that I can speak, please go to the dark room. I have a hidden recording. Listen to it and you will hear my voice. Farewell, Martha. Why all of this madness, Martha? What else have you been hiding from me? You deprived me of your voice for more than 15 years. I can't wait to hear it now. There is nothing here. Hi, Julia. I know that this will seem absurd, but this is me and this is my voice. We are equals in this sense, too. Well, it's obvious, really. I've basically always spoken, and you were my voice. I'm going to meet my fate, so I don't want there to be any more secrets between us. I have to tell you that I'm pregnant, Julia. I'm pregnant with Lapo's baby. We had sex, and I never had the courage to tell you. I was so afraid of hurting you. I'm so ashamed. And now, how can I ever bring this child into the world? The baby is starting to show. Could you tell? That's why I'm no longer getting undressed in front of you. But for how much longer can I hide it? Yesterday, you asked me to go to the lake together early in the morning. You, the sleepyhead. Early. I asked you to switch beds with me, like we used to when we were little girls. I got up at dawn and didn't wake you. I put on one of your dresses. I wrote a card to Mother telling her that it was you who was pregnant, not me, and to come and see at the lake. I left it on the desk in her room. Then I felt the need to talk to you, and I remembered the recorder in the dark room. I will go to the lake alone and act as you. I will tell her everything you never had the courage to tell her. I will be your voice. I know how much she's made you suffer over the years. Unlike you, I remember all of the harm she has done to you, and it is my fault. Take my place, sister. You will live a better life, and I will be able to rest in peace, knowing that I at least tried to put right what I have done wrong. I will go now. My last memory will be the image of you sleeping peacefully. Hi, Julia. I was upset, unbelievably upset. July 16th, that cursed day. Martha didn't wake me up. There was a dress missing from my wardrobe. Martha wasn't there, and we were supposed to go to the lake together. She even made her bed, which was unusual. I thought Mother woke up early, despite her medication, and asked her to do something. It was late. Martha hadn't woken me up as we had agreed, and I always overslept. I simply decided to go out and take the photographs by myself without Martha. It was a foggy morning, but it was no longer dawn. It was a sign of something terrible. My mother had killed her beloved Martha with her own hands. I had then taken her place, usurping the throne of her affection. She would have never forgiven me. I had real reason to be afraid. I searched for one of Daddy's pistols to defend myself. What a stupid little girl I was. In spite of everything, that roll of film still needed developing, even if it didn't prove she was guilty. I also wanted to search for proof of Martha's pregnancy.
Almost 5 German divisions face the troops of the 8th Army. Units of an Indian division.
Telegram. I'll leave it in the letterbox. Have a good day.
Another telegram of condolence. Isn't it a bit late? The New Zealanders conquer Tavernelli in the eastern sector of the battlefront. The troops of the 2nd New Zealand Division, British 8th Corps, conquer Tavernelli. The 6th South African Armoured Division advances on the heights near Greve, conquering the peaks of the Dimini and Fili Mountains. The 4th Division reaches San Giovanni. Bombings. Damage caused by the bombings between Florence and Siena continues to increase. After the disaster at Poggibonsi, rubble and power cuts are the order of the day. Attack on Hitler. After an attack carried out by a group of traitors, Hitler's words are, "In having escaped, I see a sign of the Jew." Dear Mrs. Irene K., following your call, we have received a telegram from Dr. D. Your request has been accepted. As soon as the police station issues authorization, we will send for the girl. While we wait, to avoid the girl taking any extreme actions, as per the fears you have expressed, we ask that you trust in the advice of her treating physician. I thank you for your generous and charitable donation to our institution. Director S. Volterra Psychiatric Hospital. Telephone 0782. Now that she has discovered everything, she wants to lock me up in an asylum. Or maybe even worse, she wants to kill me and have everyone believe it was suicide. She is preparing all the finer details. Go to the dark room now, not when she's around. I must stay as far away from her as possible. I could go to the cemetery instead to find out whether Martha really was pregnant or not. Martha is in the family crypt. That place is scary. I don't remember, but Nanny told me we used to go there when we were kids, to see who was brave enough to go down the stairs. No one would ever go further than the first 2 steps. Now Martha's down there, alone, in the dark. She must be frightened.
I can sense that you want to know who did it, but I cannot go past. You must find it yourself. Do not ever try
The
to
crypt is
enter
here.
through the front door. If you
Not
wish
now.
to reach the heart,
Let's hope the caretaker isn't around. That man gives me the creeps.
you are looking for. Even after death, we leave traces of ourselves, don't we? Everything is indefinite if you look at the essence of
I should water the plants. No one will do it. The caretaker clearly doesn't care. Among all those keys, one of them must be for the family crypt. This door is locked, but I must get in. Maybe I can find something around here to break the lock. These are perfect for breaking the lock. I should hurry before the caretaker comes back. Instructions for the automatic telephone machine. For example, if you wish to call the number 0573, pick up the telephone from the hook and bring the receiver to your ear. You will hear a continuous tone. Firstly, place your index finger in the hole displaying the number 0. Turn the disc clockwise until it stops. Let the disc return freely to its resting position. Repeat the same steps for the numbers 5, 7, 3. Enough. I can't go on like this any longer. I can't go on pretending nothing happened. My family was slaughtered by these dirty Nazis. My daughter wasn't even buried, and I had to bury that half-blood instead. An Italian family that got cozy with the dirty Germans. Bastards, that's what they are. What am I supposed to do with my life now? I want to end it, but not without taking a few Germans down with me. You won't see me anymore, but you will hear about me. Long live the resistance. Viva Italia. Everyone takes a side. I find myself siding with my family, but I'm not sure whether it is right. Now that I have filled the watering can, I can water the plants. Lapo, if you were in front of me, what would I say to you? That I'm angry because you were sleeping with Martha? No, I'm not angry. I'm sorry that you kept everything hidden from me. It stings a little, perhaps, but faced with your loss, everything is now meaningless. I'm happy that they buried you here. We'll be neighbours. I knew that Daddy would allow it even if you were fighting with the partisans. For him, this war is a stranger as it is for me. Goodbye, Lapo. We will meet again soon. It's time to look for Martha. I can see why we were scared as children. It's a rather gloomy place. May God forgive me for what I'm about to do. I also pray that you, Martha, will forgive me. It was true. Martha was pregnant. Pregnant with a deformed fetus with 2 heads. Twins again. They always said that it ran in the family. I was all the more shocked. I was doing things that I had never done before. I do not know what force was moving me. I became unstoppable. I decided to photograph the horror as evidence to show my mother and to everyone. Who knows why? Enough now. I will torture you no longer. I will come back to fix you, and I will stay and take care of you. We will spend so much time together. I love you, Martha.
Doctor, I must thank you for your help. I wouldn't know what to do without you. Even our own dear Don Attilio seems to not understand the situation.
Irene, please. Consider the idea of leaving Italy as your husband suggested. It would be better for everyone, especially for the girl.
I fear that nothing will make her better. Her father doesn't want to accept it. I believe that hope is long gone.
I agree, but in Germany there are better treatments in specialized clinics. The asylum is a temporary solution, just to ensure that she doesn't do anything foolish. But it's a nightmarish place. You know that all too well. You cannot possibly want this for your daughter.
Of course I don't. But what can I do? She is a danger to herself, to us, to everyone. One of Eric's guns has also disappeared. She must have taken it. Who else could it have been? I am so scared, Doctor. I cannot wait any longer. Also, you know what they think of Italians in Germany, don't you?
But you would be with Eric, an esteemed general. Everyone will respect you.
That cursed girl. Where could she be? Let's hope she doesn't play any more foolish stunts. I'll wait for her here, in the cellar. Sooner or later, she'll go to the dark room. That's for sure.
I would gladly stay and keep an eye on her. But I must rush to town to organize the last few things for her hospitalization.
Thank you, Doctor. Don't worry. We'll see you later.
She's sleeping. I must take advantage of this. I will make her talk. She will reveal the truth out of fear. She thinks I can be silenced by calling me crazy. But unbeknownst to her, I will record everything. Everyone will know what you have done to your own daughter. I would make too much noise and wake her up. I would make too much noise and wake her up. Now I will wake her up and she will confess. You can bet on it.
What are you doing, my daughter? Why do you want to ruin your life?
I'm sorry. It wasn't me who just shot Mummy. It wasn't me. Dear God, what have I done? She forced me. She killed Martha. But who in the world will believe me now? They will take me to the mental asylum. Those rolls of film are my only hope. So that's who had the keys to my childhood bedroom. I could have guessed. My God, sooner or later more bombs will land here. Then everything will come to an end. Damn, the power is out. It's impossible to develop that roll of film now. At least now I finally have the keys to my old room. But why was it locked in the first place? Finally, I can enter my room. It's like being a child all over again. I used to play with the puppets by reenacting what was happening in my life. To clear my mind. I want to do it again. At the beginning of any puppet act, there was always the legend of the White Lady. Otherwise, the scenes I was reenacting were worthless. According to an ancient legend, the lakes of the area are haunted by the spirit of a young woman who was killed by the man she loved. A lover's nightly tryst by the lake. So much hope and desire, but death, not love, was awaiting her.
Ah, what a beautiful moon tonight. My love is not here yet. I'll wait. You're here at last. What's going on? Why are you acting weird?
You cheated on me!
Are you crazy?
I love you too much.
The thought of you with another drives me insane. That's why you have to die. What did I do to you?
In despair, the man confessed he had killed her out of jealousy. They searched everywhere, but the girl's body was never found. Since then, her spirit, known as the White Lady, takes the life of a young woman whenever events take her back to that sad day.
Help! Help me!
Now I can begin. First of all, let's clarify what happened the night before the cursed 16th of July.
Dad says we're losing. What will happen if we do?
Will we go to Germany? Do you want to come with me to the lake tomorrow?
I want to take some photos.
Let's go at dawn. Mummy sleeps heavily anyway. You know she's been taking that medicine. Wake me up! Did you see Lapo yesterday? I saw him leave the barn. Weren't you there? Sure, great idea. Yes, it happened like this. Then in the morning, Martha went to the lake pretending to be me to show her pregnancy. She knew Mother was going to follow her down. Now I can only guess what happened when they met at the lake. Hello, Mummy.
Take off your clothes. I want to see your shame. So you are pregnant. Your sister was right.
What do you want from me?
How dare you talk to me like that?
Well, at least I had fun.
I'll punish you for this, whore. Get out of the water!
You won't do anything. I will do what I want.
You're shameless!
No, it didn't happen that way. Mother didn't die. Do you want to hurt me, Mummy?
Dum! Dung! 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 Dung!
This doesn't seem very valid to me, but anything could be true.
So you are pregnant. Your sister was right.
Dum, 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 dum.
This might be exactly what happened. I will never know exactly what happened, but I think I have an idea. And after everything, I shot my mother. No, I didn't shoot. What actually happened? It is all in my mind, but I can remember. I know I can. A little arm. A small leg. And another little arm. Another small leg. Oh look, only the head is left. I was under the bridge, but it was just a game. This, however, is not a game. I was just playing. It's just a bad joke. Under the bridge, the church, town, speak, the white lady. power is back. Now I can develop the role and hopefully have my questions answered. Oh dear God, so it's true. I killed my sister. I did everything to hide the truth. Then I killed my mother to rid myself of the guilt. But she was nasty and everything was her fault. God, what does that make me? I don't deserve to live a second longer. Maybe I will see her again and I can try and ask for her forgiveness. But if there is nothing after death, at least I will be free from this suffering. I know it's not right, but I can't do this anymore. It was not easy to pull that trigger, but I did. Once again, though, I was not dead. They all died in the blink of an eye, as if it were the most natural thing in the world. But for me, it seemed impossible. When I fired, I unintentionally moved the weapon enough that the bullet deviated and hit my eyebrow. I was bleeding and there was a great pain above my eye. The voices grew distant, but nothing more. I fainted and then regained consciousness not long after. I woke up tied to a seat so tightly that I couldn't feel my hands or feet. On the seat next to me was my father. He was breathing, but he appeared to be unconscious. The guy in charge started asking me questions. He kept hitting me in the face and head with some kind of short cane. It was so violent I thought my skull would crack open. All I could taste in my mouth was blood and broken teeth. I ran my tongue across my teeth, thinking to myself that I'd never be able to smile again. A frivolous thought, perhaps, but a painful one nonetheless. Part of my top lip was cut open and was hanging down. I foolishly tried to put it back in place using my tongue and lower lip. I threw up. They forced me to confess that my father had been carrying out all kinds of activity within the German army. Of course, I didn't know anything about it, so I tried to explain. But those punches... I would have done whatever it took to stop them. Whatever it took. Just after I told them what they wanted to hear, the general said, "All it took were 2 slaps and you sold out your father, you German whore." Then he ordered my father to be executed. It took less than a moment. He didn't even move. Then I took a blow harder than the previous ones, and I lost consciousness again. I woke up again on the ground, untied and completely empty inside. All I could feel was pain. Everyone was dead. I was now alone in the world. I felt a desire to hear their voices one last time on Daddy's recorder in the dark room. Provided the soldiers hadn't destroyed it, that is.
Now I will wake her up and she will confess. You can bet on it.
What are you doing with your father's gun? It's dangerous. Stop it.
Talk! Tell me everything now! Tell me what you have done!
Okay. Calm down. I will tell you everything. I found that strange note when I woke up, and I immediately realized that something was wrong. Something was up with you, aside from your usual quirks. I came to check, but you weren't in your bedroom. You had spoken about the lake, and I got worried, so I called your father, and we went to see what was going on. We found you sitting in your underwear at the side of the lake. You kept saying that nothing had happened, and you kept repeating things like that. I hugged you to try and make you feel better, but you did not speak again for days. What is happening to you?
You should tell me what's going on. I'm not going to that loony bin.
I would never have wanted this, but I'm afraid you will harm yourself further. You were really hurting yourself in front of the piano that night. What else could we do?
You killed my sister and now you're afraid because I found out. So you're making up stories, aren't you? But I'm not falling for it this time.
What are you saying? Your sister? Please, no. I was not well. I didn't know what I was saying. So many years have passed. You were little then. I thought everyone had forgotten that nonsense.
Shut up! Don't speak. Don't say anything else.
What are you doing, my daughter? Why do you want to ruin your life?
I'm sorry. It wasn't me who just shot Mummy. It wasn't me.
I didn't know who I was anymore. Everything had fallen apart. I was afraid of myself. My God, it was terrible. I had always been convinced that I was too good for myself, but then I had become my own enemy. I was the danger. What should I have done? I thought about the puppet theatre in my old room. There I could find something in myself, perhaps. So I rushed to go play with it again. I will return to you, Martha. Together we will sort out everything. Just you and I. "21st of July. Lapo is dead. They Mummy nearly died giving birth to me. This is what remains in my memory of my mother's, nanny's, and father's stories. I remember little to nothing of my childhood at home. I have to try, though. Maybe the important events I should know are right there. How are you, madam? I feel a sharp pain. Do you need anything? I can feel it! The time has come. Everything is ready. Help! Something is wrong. Help! Irene is not well. How are you, honey? I'm getting weaker and weaker. Doctor, hurry! Arena is sick! Don't worry, Irene. The pain you feel is natural. Push, Irene, push! Push, Irene, push! The baby is born. I feel sick. I feel myself wasting away. It's going to be okay. Poor Mummy. She has suffered so much. I have hurt her so much, ever since I was born. Mummy, I'm hungry. No, it's not mealtime, you little nuisance. Mummy, I have to pee. What am I supposed to do about it? You're unbearable. Mummy, I'm sleepy. You can't sleep now.
Mummy, I'm thirsty.
That's enough! Go to your room! How dare you! I will make you pay for that! My hands are not enough! You need to learn properly this time!
Sorry, it was an accident, Mummy. Please don't hit me. Sorry, it was an accident, Mummy. Please don't hit me.
Gum! Gum!
This is just a game. Is it only a game? I believe the White Lady said that my lost memories would return in the place of my happy childhood. This is the only place I have ever been truly happy. Are these my memories then? Is this actually my life?
Yes, I like that game.
What are you doing? Are you crazy?
It's all Martha's fault.
I don't believe you. I saw that. You think you're so smart. You're too good, Martha. It's not your fault. I've seen it all.
Sorry, Mummy. I didn't do it on purpose.
Stop being a stupid child. Come with me now.
Sorry, Mummy. I'm so sorry.
Come with me. I will put you in your place, girl.
sorry, Mummy. I won't do it anymore. I promise.
Too late! These false tears won't help you. Stay still! Now I'll make you want to bark.
Leave my dog alone!
There's no point screaming, stupid girl.
No, Mummy, please. You're insane.
Sure. Now I'll show you how insane I am.
Help, Daddy, help!
Screaming won't work. Your father is not here like usual. Eat it.
No!
Eat!
I won't eat him.
I said eat! Beginning to remember, but I was so scared to remember too much, especially all at once. I didn't have time to guess exactly what happened. It was making me too upset. Pulling out those memories was like trying to pull out a tooth on your own. Almost impossible, and far too painful. The White Lady told me that the church is a safe place and home to its children. Don Attilio, my priest, I have to talk to him. I have to call him on the telephone. Father, help me. They're all dead. Daddy, Mummy, everyone.
Julia, come to me immediately. Don't stay alone. It's dangerous. Come to town. You can stay here with me and we can talk about everything. Okay?
Okay, Father, but first I want to play with my puppets for a while.
Julia, don't be silly. Come to church right away.
the heroic assistance of Martha Kay, daughter of General Eric Kay. A mission devised by the partisans to steal weapons from the German army has been put to a stop. The same animals were involved in the killing of the General's other daughter, Julia Kay. And in an attempt to murder young Martha herself, the vile traitors were executed on the spot. Justice has been served for Italy, for Duce II.
Those boys, they had all been killed and it was my fault. They were my age, and a few of them were our friends. I didn't think it would go like that, but wasn't it obvious, really? What was I actually expecting? I felt like a coward. But what could I have done? Should I have betrayed my father? I loved my father, but I also loved my friend Lapo. Which side was I on? I just listened to my heart. I thought it was the right thing to do. But instead, it was the worst thing I could have done. I didn't go anywhere near the soldiers, Germans or allies. They had all caused me harm. I didn't want to approach anyone, for any reason. Once I crossed that threshold, I completely lost touch with reality. Everyone around me had died while I survived everything. I don't remember how things went. I just remember a big light and then photographs were being taken of me. There was a man dressed in white, a doctor, I presume. He was asking me questions, but I didn't understand what he was actually asking me. He wrote something on a piece of paper and then 2 nurses led me away. I was in the mental asylum. Some women were talking to themselves, others cried. Some were even covered in their own filth. Others were violent and tried to hurt themselves any way possible. There was this one young woman who would pleasure herself all day long, incessantly, to the point where she would bleed. So they would tie her down to the bed screaming, cursing and talking gibberish for days on end. Once her wounds had healed and she was untied, she would just start again. That woman was me. They started to give me injections. What they gave me made my whole body shake. I broke my vertebrae and an ankle. I think it was called cardiazole or something like that. My body was like a fire that didn't want to be put out. When it appeared to be quenched, it would come back, even stronger than before. In the end, though, they won. I stopped screaming and masturbating. I stopped thinking. There was no longer any need for therapy. Something inside of me had died. but nevertheless I insisted on carrying along this painful journey. I was stronger than I could ever have imagined. Who are you? Wait. I want answers. Don't go away. Talk to me about Martha, please. Martha is dead. I killed her to take possession of her life. I will never find peace for what I have done. I feared that would be the case. And what about Mummy? Mummy is dead. Nobody knows that better than I do, unfortunately. It's useless to try and deceive ourselves. Did I do what I think I've done? Yes, damn it, it really happened. I cut her into pieces and buried her under the bridge. God, all that blood. My God, I knew it. What about Daddy? The soldiers? Did that really happen? If I think back to that moment, everything is muddled. I do not know how to answer. No answer is perhaps the most painful answer. What about Nanny? Poor Nanny. She really had nothing to do with it. But she died in our villa due to the bombings. We saved ourselves for some time by taking refuge at her house. Privileges for being rich. Feelings don't count for much, though. My poor Nanny. I'm afraid to ask about Lapo. Lapo is dead. He was blown up by a landmine. He got into trouble and paid with his life. My dear friend. Poor boy. Just as I remembered, unfortunately. One last question. The pregnancy? Martha was pregnant. Her deformed baby died with her. Maybe she was in pain. That's enough now. All of these questions are pointless, aren't they? It's all inside of us. We just need to turn the mirror. Is it not all just the reflection of an unknowable existence? Nothing more than a puppet show. Ready for everything with open arms, even ready to kill. Legs always ready to run. The womb that conceived in sin. Lastly, the mind. To protect us, it has turned us into monsters. Either way, we cannot live like this, can we? I'll take care of it. I don't need to worry. I'll try to sleep if I can. I've got this. On the 26th of July, San Casciano was bombed and the church was destroyed. But I was not there then. I was already in the asylum. Once again, stubbornly, I was not dead. The bombs hadn't killed me, and I had also survived myself. The most absurd test and the hardest one. The war ended some time ago now, both out there and inside of me. I was on the wrong side of the gate, but now I can turn the page. Life is opening its doors again, isn't it? If I hadn't been so lucky to survive myself, I would have thrown everything away. We think that danger is all around us, ready to attack. But the most devious and misleading dangers are the ones that are inside of us. They grow without us realizing. They make us suffer, remain confused, and remove our self-respect. I would have wanted to ask for help, but I was alone. This is my story. Thank you for being here, for listening to me. Now I'm ready to leave. How long will it take to get home?